Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if it's first time here, hey, how's it going? Welcome. So today we are going to be playing with some brand new products. I actually just came back from Sephora and I picked up a whole bunch of new products that have been catching my eye lately, and I'm very excited to try everything out. A portion of today's video is also very kindly sponsored by Burt's Bees. I'm going to be using some of their skincare products as well, which I will be chatting a little bit about before we get into the makeup. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy today's video. Let me know your thoughts on all of the new products that I'm going to be talking about today. If you have tried them, I want to hear your own reviews in the comments, and hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy today's video, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed and want to join the fam. Let's get right into it. You gonna zoom you guys in? I feel like my hair is so big today, it like takes up the entire frame, but I kind of love it. So before we get into makeup, I want to be sure that my skin is nicely prepped. I've said this a million times on my channel, but skin prep is probably the most important step in your makeup routine. If your skin is not properly prepped and hydrated and ready to go, then your makeup is just not going to sit as nice as it could possibly sit on your skin. So I highly recommend taking that 5 extra minutes before starting your makeup routine to make sure that your skin is ready to receive all of the products. So I went ahead and I already washed my face with the Burt's Bees Gentle Cream Cleanser with Aloe. This guy is part of their Sensitive Solutions line, and this is really great, especially if you do have a sensitive skin type. I personally have very sensitive skin, and there's lots of products that kind of make my skin more reactive, and especially when it comes to cleansers, I do not like cleansers that are too stripping, that are too abrasive, that just kind of irritate my skin right off the bat. That is not what I want. This stuff is really, really nice because it's very gentle and it's a really beautiful cream texture as well. So it's really, really nice and hydrating. You know what? Even though I already did this, I'm going to do it again just so you guys can really see the texture of this product because it's so beautiful. It's really awkward washing your face not in front of a sink, but it's okay. If you do have more of a sensitive skin type, the Burt's Bees line is really, really awesome because the entire Sensitive Solutions line was actually developed with a dermatologist, so you know that everything is sensitive skin approved. Okay, let's wash this off. There's also aloe in the cleanser, which is a really great, very soothing ingredient, so especially if you have reactive skin, this is really nice. Now I'm going to moisturize with the Gentle Day Lotion, and this has aloe and rice milk as well. Again, both very soothing ingredients. And this is the type of moisturizer that is really going to get the job done, but it's not going to sit too heavily on the skin. I especially really like something like this for underneath my makeup. So it's nice and lightweight, but it still obviously is really nice and hydrating and soothing. These guys are also fragrance-free and 98.8% natural origin. So skin is nicely prepped. Now let's move on to the new makeup products that I got. So the first product that I picked up is from Saie, and this is the Slip Tint Tinted Moisturizer. I recently posted a ranking video where I ranked Saie, Tower 28, Ilia, and Kosas. In the comment section from that video, so many of you guys were telling me that I need to try the Slip Tint for whatever reason. I just haven't gone around to trying it yet. So when I was shopping around Sephora, I saw it and I picked it up immediately. I ended up getting the shade 3.5. It's literally called 3+1/2, not 3.5. So the basics for this foundation is that it's a multi-use tinted moisturizer that delivers skin-loving hydration and sheer dewy coverage. There's hyaluronic acid in here, which is obviously supposed to be hydrating, along with pansy flower, which is an antioxidant to fight free radical damage, and it's supposed to work with the hyaluronic acid to lock in moisture. And there's also licorice root extract, which is supposed to brighten up the skin. So it comes in a tube and it has one of these little pumps. So let's pump out. Oh my God, that literally just squirted all over my face. Okay, I'm actually gonna wipe this away and re-squirt it out because it pretty much squirted out like just the serum and no tint, and it was just dripping everywhere, and I feel like that's just not what's supposed to happen. So let's try that again. Okay, much better. There we go. That's what the consistency is supposed to look like. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite buffing brushes. This is the MAC 170. I'm kind of unsure about the shade that I picked up. I did swatch this in store, obviously. Oh no, that actually matches me really nicely. For some reason on my hand, it looked really pink, but it actually matches me beautifully. So I'm just gonna put a little bit at a time and see what it gives me. Coverage is looking really nice. It's not as sheer as I expected it to be. Okay, wow, this is looking quite beautiful. It's definitely very, very, very dewy. Like I look shiny everywhere. In a good way though. I like this type of dew. I have dry skin, in case some of you did not know. So I do like finishes that are more on the dewy side, but yeah, I'm like reflective. Look at my forehead. Holy crap. So when they say this is a hydrating and dewy formula, they're definitely not lying. I do like the way it's sitting on the face. It does look very natural. It's not looking heavy anywhere. Because this is such a hydrating formula, it doesn't really feel like this is something that's going to completely set down. So it feels a little bit wet when I touch my face, but it's not uncomfortable. I don't feel it. It doesn't feel heavy. It's very similar to other more like dewy skin tint like products that I've tried. This isn't really like an unusual formula. It does look really pretty though. I'm very into it. For concealer, I cannot be more excited to try this. This is the LYS Beauty Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer with hyaluronic acid, turmeric, and ashwagandha. I have been wanting to try this for such a long time. The LYS Triple Fix Foundation is one of my ultimate favorite medium to full coverage foundations. So I've been wanting to try the concealer for a while because it's part of pretty much like the same line. Packaging is really beautiful, very similar to the foundation. It's kind of like a triangular shaped tube, which is really cute. This is my perfect shade as well. It's really nice and neutral. So I'm just gonna put some kind of on the areas that I typically put my concealer, on the center of my face and underneath my eyes. To blend it out, I'm gonna use my Spectrum by Katie Jane Hughes 08 brush. I love it. What's taking me so long to try this? Holy crap, this is gorge. I really like the way it worked and melted into the skin. It just looks so nice and flattering. I love it with the combination of this lip tint because it does have more coverage than this lip tint. Together, it just gives me such a nice, very hydrated, dewy look. I'm very into this base combo. So I didn't get a new setting powder, but we definitely need to set my face considering how much dew is going on my face. I feel like it needs to kind of be toned down a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in with my Kosas Cloud Set in Feathery. And I'm just gonna knock out some of the shine in the center of my forehead, chin, sides of my nose, and my under eyes. You guys know how much I love Cloud Set, but I especially like it when I do wanna keep the dew on my face. Because it will knock it down a little bit, but it won't completely mattify my skin. It'll still allow the glow to come through. Another product that I'm very excited to try out, I feel like this has been very hyped up over the last couple of months. It's the Refi Brow Sculpt. Hi, future Jamie here. I realized too late, the brand is called Refi and not Refi. So just try to ignore that. So this is basically a brow gel that is supposed to give you a very intense laminated brow look. I actually have not had a chance to try any products from Refi, and I also have their lip liner, which I'll be trying a little bit later today, which I've also heard really great things about. It is in a clear shade, so it's not supposed to add any type of tint to the brows. It's purely supposed to like set them in place. It looks like a very thick gel, and it looks very white as well, so I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to give my brows like a white cast, but we'll see. It is supposed to be clear. Oh yeah, this is like glue. This is intense stuff. Oh my God. Wait, look. If you want a product that's going to literally lift your brows all the way up, I mean, look at this. I'm obviously not gonna keep my brow hairs like that. I am gonna kind of shape them a little bit, but this is definitely heavy duty. It doesn't leave any type of white cast on my brow, but this kind of feels like I'm putting glue through it. Oh, there's a comb on the other end of it. Okay, that's good to know. This was $31. I'm always a little bit iffy when it comes to spending like big bucks on brow products because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of them are very much the same but different. But I gotta say, this is definitely a very intense brow gel. It feels like it's really laying down my brows flat. It's giving them definition, and I think if you're looking for something to really give you that hold and to give you like a very flattened, laminated look to your brows, then this is definitely a brow gel that will do it for you. And I do like the fact that it does come with this little brush on the end. It's nice to be able to like kind of shape your brows with it. I will say, even though there's a lot of hold here, it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the brows or super heavy. Sometimes brow gels that are really intense like feel crunchy when you move your eyebrows around. That's not the case here, so that's really nice. Next, let's talk about a new product from Makeup by Mario that I'm honestly still a little bit confused by. So this is called the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancing enhancer all over warming complexion tint. So this comes in 6 different shades. I got the shade light medium. It's a weightless balm that warms, tints, and visibly evens tone. Still slightly confused by this product. I think it's kind of meant to use as an actual skin tint. I already did apply, obviously, my foundation to my face, so I'm not going to use this as a skin tint, but it also says that it's supposed to be something that's supposed to warm up your complexion, like a bronzer. So I'm going to use it as a bronzer and see how it works that way. So this is a cream formula. It's very balmy. Let's just go in and see what it looks like on top of my skin tint. So I'm gonna pick up some with this brush and just use it as kind of like a cream bronzer. I do really like the consistency of this because it is quite sheer. It's really melting into the skin pretty much immediately and definitely giving me a very natural look, but it's still giving me a bronzed look. It doesn't really look like it's giving me any extra coverage. I was worried that because this is kind of described as a skin tint as well, that it would look heavy on top of my existing skin tint on my face, but it's not looking heavy at all. It's unlike any other cream bronzer, which is what I'm gonna call this, that I have in my collection. This is like uber natural and very pretty. Because I wanted more info, I actually just watched Mario's little tutorial about this, and now I fully understand this product. So you can totally use a product like this on completely bare skin if you just want to add some warmth to your skin. So I feel like this could be really beautiful, especially on no makeup days when you don't necessarily want to use a foundation, but you still want to add warmth. Because the texture is so sheer, but it's also buildable, it's not going to look bronzery on the face. And as I did, you could also apply it on top of your foundation. Again, just to add that warmth and that sun-kissed look to the skin. I'm really excited about this. Also really happy that I decided to go with the light medium because I do feel like the light probably would have been a little bit too light for me. He did also mention in his video that the colors do look a lot darker in the pan than they actually apply. Honestly, when I get even a little bit more tan, I may also pick up the medium shade of this because wow, this is really beautiful. And I'm really looking forward to also trying it out without any other foundation because he also mentioned that it is supposed to give you like a little bit of coverage. Obviously, it's more of a bronzing product, so it's not going to give you a full coverage look whatsoever, but it's supposed to do something. So I'm excited to see how it does wear like that, but that's for another day. Now let's go in with blush. This isn't really a new blush, but it's new to me. Well, it's actually not even really new to me because I have tried another blush from this line, but I've never tried this shade and it looked really pretty. It's from Melt and it's the cream blush light in the shade Sandy Cheeks. The other shade that I have from this line has more of like a metallic glow to it, and this particular shade doesn't have a glow. It's just like a matte cream. And look at the color. Stunning. I love an orange blush so much, especially for the summertime, especially when I'm a little bit more tan. I'm always for a beautiful orange blush, and this shade of orange is so beautiful because it has such a nice, very warm, rusty brown undertone to it to kind of make it a little bit more wearable, because sometimes orange can be a little bit scary to wear, but this color just looks so beautiful. So I'm so excited to try this out today. I'm gonna apply it using this little duo fiber brush from e.l.f. I'm just gonna pick it up here. It's very creamy, this formula. I know that from the other one that I have. Oh yeah, and it's pigmented. So I'm just gonna dot it on both cheeks just so I can control it a bit, because I definitely picked up a little bit too much. I'm gonna wipe off the excess on the back of my hand. Ooh, look at that color. Okay, and let's blend it out. Oh my God, this color is stunning. Blending beautifully. Ooh, I can tell you right away that I like this color so much more than the color that I already have from this collection. It's just such a pretty orange. Wow, 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 wow. I feel bronzed and sun-kissed and very glowy today. Okay, if you're looking for an orange blush, especially a cream orange blush, I would check this one out. You know what? Because I didn't really buy anything for my eyes, I'm gonna put a little bit of this blush on my eyelids as well. It's very creamy, so I don't know how great this is for the eyes because I feel like it would probably crease, but I'm just gonna put a very light layer just to add some color there, tie it all together. That's actually a big tip that I have. If you ever feel like you're missing something on your eyes, but you're not really sure what to put, take your blush and pop it on your eyes, and you're guaranteed to kind of have a nice cohesive look going on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm just gonna use my MAC Stacked. Okay, last but not least, I'm so excited to try this lip. I've heard so many great things about this lately. This is the Refy Lip Sculpt, and I got the shade Fawn. There really wasn't much in stock at my Sephora. This was really the only shade that was there, so I'm hoping that it's going to be nice. This is a dual-ended lip liner with a setter. This is what it looks like. On one end, you have the actual lip liner. Then on the other end, you have a liquid here that you're supposed to put on top of the lip liner that is supposed to set it in place. And from what I've heard, this works really well. It totally sets the lip liner in place, but it doesn't feel drying, which can sometimes happen with these like lip setting products. Like I said, I got the shade Fawn, which actually looks like a very ideal lip liner shade for me. These are some of my favorite types of shades to use. Love this color. It's a really nice neutral brown. Lip liner is applying really nicely. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy. It has a bit of a waxy finish to it, so it really feels like it's going to stay in place. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this lip setter and just apply it on top. So it's not a gloss at all. It almost feels like a soft touch gel. And I actually feel like it kind of changed the color a little bit too, which is interesting. It dulled it out a little bit. Pretty though, that's a nice little nude lip that I got going on now. I feel like that was actually a fairly successful little haul that I just did. There wasn't one product that I tried here that immediately disappointed me. Obviously, I need to see how everything wears throughout the day, especially the complexion products. All right, so now I'm gonna go about my day and I'm going to give you guys an update in a couple hours to show you how everything is wearing. So see you in a sec. Well, in a couple hours, but for you in a sec. Okay, it may not look like it, but 6 hours has passed. I've never had a lip liner stay on my lips as well as this has stayed on my lips. My mind is truly blown. Not only that, this is not drying out my lips. A lot of the times, formulas that are meant to stay like for a really long time suck the living life out of my lips. This feels great. It feels so comfortable. I actually totally forgot that I was wearing it, and I went on FaceTime with my mom earlier. She's like, what's on your lips? It looks like you really overlined them today. I was like, oh yeah, I'm wearing this new lip liner. And then that's when I was reminded that this was actually on my lips. And then I looked in the mirror expecting for it to be kind of half off of my lips at that point, but it's still very much there. My mind is seriously blown. This is truly a very long wearing, and not just long wearing, but comfortable product. As far as the base goes, here's a nice little close up of what it's looking like. It's looking gorgeous, like really no complaints. Like I had said, this is not really a transfer proof formula. When I touch my face, I do feel the product, so that's something to note. Even though I am sensitive to things like that, that's not really something that's bothering me with this because it doesn't feel sticky or heavy on my face. It's really just when I touch my face, so I just need to be aware of that and not touch my face, which I shouldn't really anyway. But I really love how nice and fresh my skin is looking. It definitely looks really, really dewy. I don't know how great this tint would be if you do have more of an oilier skin type because of how dewy this is, but I am surprised with how nicely it's wearing considering that it's not really like transfer proof and that it is on like the dewier side. I really do love all the products that I tried today, but I think the one that I'm most excited about is actually the Makeup by Mario bronzer thing. Still not really 100% sure what to call this. Oh, and the lip liner is honestly really great. And the skin tint and the concealer, really everything actually. So that's my little update for now. I'm now gonna go run out for some dinner. And most likely this lip is going to last me till the end of dinner. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.